I set my friend up on a blind date that she didn't know was a date, and she was naked. Let me explain. My friend Karen had come over the night before. She was finally over her broken engagement and done dating the wrong guys. I wanted to help her find her true love. And then the next night at a bar, I saw a stranger who I intuitively knew was the one for her. "Hey, are you single? I'm gonna introduce you to your wife." He laughed. I kept going. "I know this sounds crazy, but how about I arrange for Karen, your future wife, to stop by your work so you can check her out? What do you do?" I learned Mark, while he was studying to be an acupuncturist, worked as a massage therapist. I had to do it, yes. I bought Karen a massage and didn't tell her it was a naked blind date. She didn't speak to me for 6 months until they got engaged. Now, 12 years later, she's forgiven me, and I'm proud that they are building their dream home for their sons and a dog. Now, what about you? Has someone made an introduction that changed your life? Maybe to a doctor that saved you, an investor in your startup, or to your soulmate. When you met the person, did you feel a spark of hope and excitement? Yes. That spark you felt comes from the fire that burns in our souls, yearning to connect to others. The question is, have we forgotten our fire? Today we've begun to rely on technology to connect us. But does it really work? It's ironic. The more digital connections we have, the more disconnected we feel. Feeling disconnected is such an epidemic. The UK has appointed a minister of loneliness. Yes, a minister of loneliness. Technology is only a tool. We still need humans to light that fire of connection. So, is the answer we all become matchmakers? Yes. Why? Because connecting people feeds that fire and connects us to the disconnected world. Now me, I'm a master matchmaker. I love making matches. I do it everywhere. On airplanes, cafes, the gym, and even on my own dates. Well, look, if there's no chemistry, I'll say, "Sweetheart, this isn't happening." But lucky for you, I'm a matchmaker. Let's find you a better match. Connecting people is my life's work. In my own backyard, I host events for singles in search of community, spirituality, and love. I call it Audrey's Tent, named after the biblical Abraham, whose tent was open to all. I love when people find love in my home. But I don't only match for love. My motto is, I got a guy. Literally, I know a guy or a gal for whatever you need. Friends and strangers will ask me for connections for everything from personal trainers to plumbers to gourmet chefs to gurus. I also guide people to find meaning in their life and then make a match to manifest it. Like when I met Saul, a handsome 40-something New Yorker with a chiseled jaw and bright green eyes. He was a successful hedge fund investor who had retired young and moved to San Diego to enjoy life. "What do you do all day?" I asked. "I play golf and date, but I want to do more." You could teach. So I introduced him to a local business school professor, and now Saul teaches 4 finance classes and inspires hundreds of students. You see, Saul finding his love of teaching is a perfect example of how a connection changed his life and helped him find his purpose. Now, a year later, he returned the kindness. He introduced me to his star student, Maddie, and told me to hire her as my intern. I did. She was amazing. And when she was graduating, she wanted to be an investment advisor. I introduced her to a colleague, and she got her dream job. You see, Once you start matching, you become part of the ecosystem of connection. I gave to Saul, he gave to me, I gave to Maddie. The connections will keep flowing in all directions. Now, is there a secret to making a good match? No. Simply ask, listen, and match. I'll ask, what are your dreams? And when people answer, I'll think, who can I connect them to? Who can make their dreams come true? My favorite dreamers to match are entrepreneurs. I helped start my company, Our Crowd, to match entrepreneurs with investors to back their visionary ideas. We raise money and help startups online, yet we also believe in the power of connecting our crowd in person. So each year in Jerusalem, we host 10,000 investors and entrepreneurs from 94 countries at our Global Investor Summit. I'll tell you, nothing beats bonding over a big bowl of hummus. It works. In 5 years, Our Crowd has connected 25,000 investors to 150 startups to raise and invest $700 million. Now that's a lot of matchmaking. But you don't have to be a visionary entrepreneur to be worthy of amazing connections. Like Saul, you only need to be willing to be matched and make matches. Look, I get it. It can be scary. You might be ashamed to let people know you're looking for love or work. Be brave. Ask for help. My first rule of life is, if you don't ask, you don't get. So let everyone you know, who or what you seek, love, a job, customers, help starting your business. And when you're matched, act upon it right away. Meet the person and always thank the matchmaker. To be the matchmaker, remember the fire of connection that burns in you. You don't need wealth, education, or a big network to be a master matchmaker like me. You only need to ask, listen, and match. Make matches, no matter what the outcome. It doesn't matter if it works. What matters is that you cared enough to connect two souls. So start now. Think of someone new you've met, maybe today, who could benefit from meeting someone you already know and connect them. Making a match will change their life and give your life meaning. Ancient wisdom says that if you save one life, you save the world. I say, if you connect two lives, you connect the world. Thank you.